Okay, I apologize, one, for the quality of this. This isn't how the video is gonna be. This is a couple days after I made the video that you're about to watch right now. But I just want to disclaim that I rewatched the video today and I was editing it and I was debating whether or not I should even post it because I felt like it was low energy, or I was low energy. But again, that could just be me, like my perception of myself, because I know myself. You guys might not even notice that. And it could also just be the topic. So yeah, I debated whether or not I should remake that video and try to change my tone, but I left it as is, which I'm glad, because to be honest, that was the reality of it. That's really how I was feeling in the moment. And I'm a human and I experienced the whole spectrum of emotions, and you'll see in the video that I say that I myself personally was feeling great. I was feeling amazing, but in terms of the external world, I was taking in a lot of the things that were going on around me and it was affecting me. I just want to be myself as much as possible and just be real with who I am. And yeah, so just a disclaimer in case you feel like, oh, it's a bit low energy or whatever. And you might not even notice that. Maybe people who know me might think like, oh, she's not being herself fully. But that's just how I felt. So I decided to just leave it as is. So if you notice that, I want to say I apologize, but I don't apologize because I'm just a human. But yeah, I just want to acknowledge that. First of all, excuse the mess. I'm in the process of moving out, or moving, just whatever. This video is very unplanned. I did not wake up today with the intention of even making a video. I just felt very called to do it now. But just for some context, I don't know where you guys are at in the world, where you guys live, or what's going on, what's the social climate or anything, but I'm in the US and I'm in SoCal. And the US, I think we can all agree, has been a very chaotic place lately, and so has California, SoCal, with all the natural disasters and fires and everything that's been going on. I feel like these past days especially, I've been feeling very just heavy, and I've been very confused as to why, because myself personally, like my life, I feel like I'm doing amazing. Like I feel so blessed, I feel so thankful, like I just feel amazing. But I've been feeling, like I said, very heavy, so I was just very confused as to why. This morning I really realized it. I had a feeling, but I never really allowed myself the time to like sit and really think about what was going on. And then that's when I had this epiphany and I was like, oh, it's not me, it's the state of the world right now. Like I'm feeling everyone's energy right now. This morning, finally, like I said it aloud, I think for the first time, definitely for the first time on camera right now, but that I'm a healer, and stepping into that role is a huge responsibility, because it's really scary, because not only do you feel your own emotions as an empath, but you also feel the emotions of others, and it's a lot. And I think most of my life I've always shied away from that role because it's overwhelming and it can be a lot. And a lot of my life I don't feel like, at least I didn't think I was in a space where I could help. Well, that's not true. I think I was always helping, but I think I was pouring from an empty cup, so I was just hurting myself. Now that my cup is more full, I just told myself it's time, like, to stop running away from that role and embrace it, because it's what you are. And so for those of you who are watching and you feel you're an empath or a healer, both, whatever, I feel you, I hear you, especially during these times. It can be very tricky and you feel kind of helpless. I would say that's how I feel, or I've felt. But I have been very conflicted because, like I said, I feel like I'm doing amazing, but then I feel guilty for feeling that way and for doing great and all these things, and it's hard to celebrate my little wins. Like I just posted my first YouTube video last week, and that day I felt like I was on cloud 9. Like I just felt like so on top of the world, just so in love with life. And then after that I go talk to my mom and she's talking about the political state of the world, and I'm just like, Then I felt bad for even feeling good about it, and it was just, it's just been this internal battle. And so I guess I'm here to say that the question I've been asking myself is, how can I be happy right now when all this is going out? Like, should I be happy? And the answer is yes. Please be happy. Please be full of joy. Please laugh. Please dance. Please do whatever. Like, if that's how you feel, please feel it, because there is enough worry and fear in the world right now. And we need to uplift the consciousness, the vibration of the world. So if you feel like you are doing amazing, you feel like you are doing great, please do not stop yourself by any means from feeling that. Please lean into it, because when you lean into these feelings, that's when you are exerting joy. That's when you're vibrating love and just positive energy, which is what we need right now. You are doing good and you're in a great space. You are able to help more and be of better service, and the quality of healing and help that you put out there will be a lot better, as opposed to if you chose to start leaning into the fears and everything else that's going on, which is okay if you do too. Like, both are valid, they just have different outcomes, and that's okay. But yeah, I think allowing yourself to be happy right now and enjoy those moments where you feel good, that's great, because that means you can be in a better position to help others. It is 100% valid for everyone. Me, myself, like, I'm privileged because I am a citizen, I'm Mexican. As someone who is more privileged, this is a time where I need to toughen up. This is a time where I need to strengthen my faith for those who cannot, because there are people out there who are firsthand experiencing the effects of what's going on, and they're living in fear. They're living in fear that they're going to send back to their country. They're scared for their kids. The people of color who have businesses are now worried that they're not going to be able to make any revenue anymore because of, we're not going to get into that, but just all these things. There is enough of that energy already. They're projecting all of that, and it's not their fault. I'm not blaming them. By all means, their feelings are valid. I would feel the same way. I feel that way, and I'm privileged, so I can't imagine how they're feeling. If you feel like you're having a great day and then you stop yourself because you're thinking about what's going on out there, I get that 100%, but please do not stop yourself from feeling those feelings of joy, love, whatever it is, because that's what we need right now. We need more of that energy put out there. We need to be emitting that right now. And I know it's easier said than done, because when I first, today, I don't know if I said this already, but I actually finally let myself cry for the world, because I think I've been suppressing those emotions because I didn't want to feel them, because they're just so heavy. But I finally let myself cry, and then after that I just held like the world in my thoughts, and I said a prayer, and I just imagined like this beam of light coming out of me, and me just spreading this love like all over the world. And I feel like there's not much I can do other than control myself and my reaction, and I'm gonna try my best, and my impact. But as for my reaction, I'm gonna try my best to not panic, because that's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to panic. They want you to live in fear. And I'm gonna try to just live in my truth, which right now my truth is that I feel great, I feel happy, I feel amazing personally. But at the same time, I feel heartbroken, I feel devastated. And those two things can coexist, and I think that's why I was having such a hard time trying to figure out what was going on with me these past days, because those feelings are like conflicting. Like, how do I feel joy, love in this, but also feel fear in this? But they can coexist, and I think it's how you react to them that makes the difference. And so I'm allowing the fear to be there, and I'm acknowledging it, but I'm choosing to just lead with love and try my best to just do what I can for my community, my people. Allow yourself to have good days and good moments, because we need that right now. And be wary of how much you're consuming. I'm not saying don't be informed. Be informed, it's really important. And everyone's threshold is different. You know, like some have a bigger capacity to take in more information without it heavily affecting them. But lately, these past days, as for me, I think I've been more sensitive. So I'm just taking it one day at a time, piece by piece, and doing what I can, just holding everyone in prayer, sending my love, continuing to spread that energy out there, because I think that's really all I can do. And like within my community, like I can impact and help them in little ways, and at work with the kids, but other than that, everything else is just not up to me, and that's okay, but I'm doing what I can. So I just want to say, please let yourself enjoy those moments, and don't feel guilty when you are having a moment of laughter or when you're experiencing joy. Just sulk in those moments and let them wash over you, because that is helping create the energy that we need right now. Hope you guys are safe during these times, and yeah, just hope you guys have a beautiful day, evening, night, and please take care.